Yep. Black Girl Stocks official merch is now live, so you can either scroll down and click underneath this video, or you can go over to teesprings.com. We have t-shirts, different colors, different sizes, crew necks, sweatshirts, and I got the Mag DT specifically for my fellas. What's up, fellas? Go ahead, get the socks, make an outfit out of it. Get rich, stay rich, everything positive. You already know how we do. So go ahead, check out Black Girl Stocks official merch. Yep. Black
Foxtail from the D.
All right, we're finally live. This has been a mess. I've been trying to get this to work for the past almost hour now. I don't know what's going on with my computer, but we're here. This is going to be a very short live. So hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Foxtail Digital coming to you again with Black Girl Stocks. And this is our Sunday live chat where we're just going to come and talk about a few different stocks and options that we're looking into for next week. Earnings reports, what's going on in the stock market and the market news. As you can see, the debt ceiling situation has been ongoing for about, what, 2 or 3 weeks now, the last month. So, oh, Lord, just give me 1 second, you guys, so I can get this link shared on all of my platforms. So hold on. I hope everybody had a good trading week. Last week for me, it was very volatile. Really couldn't get too much. Honestly, for me, I was bearish last week, but the direction was just all over the place for me. So the most success that I had last week was with credit spreads. And those are more so neutral option trading strategies. So that worked for me. Okay, so I got that bet. Okay, so I hope everybody is doing well today. What's going on? See, look, my stuff isn't even working. What? Hold on. My sounds aren't working. Oh, man, this has been an evening. Oh. Hold on, is that it? Hold on. Oh, yep. What's going on, everybody? I'm over this. So let's go ahead and get into it. So you guys already know what we're going to do. So we're just gonna be looking at a few different stocks, charts, technical analysis, and things like that. Now, what I need for you guys to do, I have a list of maybe about 5 to 7 different stocks that I want to look at. That's just me. But if you guys want to look at any stocks that you want to talk about, and just kind of, you know, share some plays, share some ideas, then leave it in the comment section. Make sure just to leave the ticker symbol. And if it's an actual option contract that you're looking at, if you know the strike price, expiration date, all that, then let us know. Okay, so we have Terry. Terry, you're the first person in here. What's going on, Terry? Julius, hello. Hi, Sophia. Yes. Oops, I didn't mean that one. What's going on? Ibe? Nikia? We have Destin. It's kind of hard for me to see with this thing right here on. Curtis, what's going on, Curtis? Colleen, is Apple on here? Apple is not, but let's look at Apple and see what she's talking about for next week. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. I want this to be a shorter live today all right. So let's start with Seeking Alpha, just to kind of see what's going on in the week ahead, okay? So investors are going to be watching the U.S. debt ceiling showdown again as the threat of a government default of some sort becomes more real. Now, I feel like in the Discord group, we were talking about the debt ceiling for almost every single day. All right, and I just want to just kind of go into what would be the consequence if we did breach this debt ceiling thing by, June 1st. Okay. Now I'm not trying to scare anybody. This is, you know. Now, even short of default, hitting the debt ceiling would hamstring the government's ability to finance its operations. Okay, so these are all government-funded operations. This is, you know, Social Security, Medicare. Think about libraries. You know, everything that's funded by the government, national defense. You know, this could get pretty bad. And they're also not really anticipating, but they're saying that if this does happen, then this could also cause the loss of over 3 million possible jobs and add $130,000 to the cost of average 30-year mortgage. Okay, so it's going to cost more to borrow if we do default on that. But from what they're saying, they're going to have another meeting tomorrow on Monday. So hopefully they get that situated. You know, there's really not much that we can do outside looking in. So that's going to be pretty much the thing surrounding next week. Earnings next week looks more so retail. So let's go over to Earnings Whisper. Shouts out to them. They post this every week. So just shouts out to them. But, you know, the things that stand out, we're going to have Zoom on Monday. Okay. Dick's Sporting Good. I'm childish today. We have Lowe's. Okay. We're also, none of this is really exciting me. Lowe's maybe, but not really. I feel like that's going to be fairly similar to what we saw with Home Depot. Nvidia. Now that's on my list to look at. Now, if there's one play that I'm probably going to be messing around with next week, it's probably going to be Nvidia around their earnings just to kind of see what's going on, okay? But we're going to talk about that in a second. American Eagle, Red Robin's, I love their bottomless fries and their milkshakes. Best Buy, Dollar Tree. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff. Ulta, okay, those high prices that they have in there. Costco, Gap, Ralph Lauren, my favorite, okay, Big Lots. So next week is going to be very interesting. Oh, I forgot Urban Outfitters. I went in there for I haven't really gone in there too much, but they have some really cute stuff in there. It's a little up there, but it's really cute. So next week is going to be interesting. And then I just wanted to look at this. Okay, so this is just going based off of sectors. Okay, sector rotation is a thing. Okay, things move. I can remember a few months ago, Oxy was doing this thing. Energy was the highest sector that we had. Now in the past month, energy has come in last, okay? Down 8% in the past month. Oops. Energy and utilities and real estate, materials, trash, okay? Financials, I thought that would be a little bit lower, but a lot of people have been using the bank stocks. It seems like they're saying they're using the bank stocks kind of like how they were doing AMC and GameStop, you know, just kind of playing around with it. So we'll see what happens. Now, the top sectors for the past month have been communication services and information technology, consumer discretion and stuff like that. So that's going to be our Apples, AMDs, Teslas, and things like that. So these are some of the things that we want to keep in mind while we're going into the next trading week. So keep these things in mind. Energy sector, bad. Communications and technology, yay. Okay, all right, so we're just gonna start it off by looking at SPY and okay, I added Colleen. We're gonna look at Apple. Sophia says, who is that? RCL. Okay, we'll look at, is that Royal Caribbean? We'll see what they're talking about. Oh, okay. Hey Josh, thank you for letting me know. Thank you for letting me know. T Burnett, where have you been? All right, Travis says if the country does default, I just want 5 solid put contracts on SPY. I know that's right. It's going to be very serious for the whole world economy. I really can't. Hey, Kent. From what they've been saying, this has been a constant thing that's happened every couple of years. I remember we were talking about this a couple of years ago on live. So I'm pretty sure that it's going to get resolved, but it's just, you know, it's just interesting. It's getting very close for comfort. Okay, so this is SPY, and we're looking at SPY on the daily chart. So it's a little bit further back. Now, obviously, we can see, you know, if you're just going off of the 200 period moving average, this is this yellow line. It's been in a very, very strong uptrend. I'm not going to say strong, okay, but because it was honestly kind of range trading for a while. Probably since around last August or so. So we've kind of been playing around this 412, lowest the 370 range, but it's been steadily increasing. Definitely since, I'll probably say, this last dip in December. Now, this is a very interesting area, okay? Now, this orange line right here, this represents the value area high for the volume profile. So it's just kind of like a resistance area. You've seen we've hit this, we've hit this area once. Recently, this was back in February, so around February, and we've been playing around this for a while since April. We finally had that breakout. So we had that final breakout. Oh, wow. SPY hit 420. Literally, I remember saying this a few months ago. Once SPY hit 420, I would say we're out of the downtrend. Dang. This, I'm not gonna say this is a good time to buy stocks, but I promise you, I started buying. I've been putting $100 every Monday into SPY since October. So that was about, damn, I like this. That's cute. Okay. I'm kind of talking to myself right here, but this is just very interesting. So going into next week, honestly, I've been very bearish, and it has not been playing fairly. So I honestly, I still want to be bearish just because the RSI, it's not necessarily overbought, but it's a little bit high. It looks like we're peaking here. We're at resistance levels. So for me, I'm not going to jump on the bullish bandwagon just yet. I would feel more comfortable playing neutral strategies just for me. So for example, okay, this is interesting. So if you kind of pull back a little further, we have another good resistance point around 426, 420. So for me, going into next week, if I wanted to do something like a credit spread or an iron condor or something like that for SPY, and just not set myself up for potential losses because I have no idea what's going on in the market right now. I would probably want to have my limits around this, probably a little bit above this resistance, this from August. So that's around 425 for me. That's really what I would want to do, or be bearish. I can just see after we've had that breakout, I want to see if it's going to return to this white line right here. This is the POC, the point of control, is just the highest volume. So we've had in this since last May, the highest volume that we've had has been around this $411 area. So I want to see if we're going to come back down to that. But long term, you can see that we're definitely bullish. Okay. So what do you guys think about SPY? I mean, it's definitely reached that time. It's that time, you guys. It's that time. And we can even pull back to the weekly chart and see, oh yes, this is nice. I love this. I love this. Just even looking at this. So the white line, that's our 50 period moving average. Boom. Okay. Actually, it's not the one I wanted. I don't have that on here, do I? Yeah, that's what I wanted. Right there. It happened around the 13th of March. So we had that breakout. So, I mean, it's right there. So that's what I'm saying as far as options for me, short term, I'm still bearish. But you can see that we've been moving. Hey, Devontae. Hold on. All right. So let me know, what do you guys think about SPY for next week? Are you guys bullish or bearish? Let me know in the comments below, okay? I don't know, because you see what happened on Friday, child. So we'll see. I mean, that could be a pullback. So, I mean, if I was going to be bullish, I would probably have my entry around that 420, but I still want to, I want to see a pullback to this 411. Let it rest. Okay. So let's look at, let's look at Apple, and then let's look at RCL, okay? Let me see. The country never defaults. Travis says, I'm taking a mental break. I know that's right. And that's a beautiful, honestly for me, because I know Devontae said that in the Discord, less trading is good in some situations. Around this time, I've honestly made more profits in my portfolio by not trading. Let me see. I am social neutral. Okay. Devontae says neutral. I would like to see some consolidation this week. Oh, hey, Jay. Okay, yeah. All right, so bet. Let's look at Apple and see what's going on. I have some little things I was messing around with Apple last week. Let me take these off. Okay. I mean, you already know what time it is with Apple. God, dog. Wow. Okay, so Apple, long term, I mean, we can see we've been slightly range bound. I'm going to say bullish because we have been trading above the 50 and the 200 period moving average. It's really been using that as a great support, very strong support. Wow, this is really interesting. So you can see that we're actually at a peak that we had back in last August right around this 174, 175 area. We've peaked here. It's very interesting. Honestly, for me, what I would like to see, so we closed at 175 and we have this value area high around 172. For me, I would not mind. I want to see, I'm not going to jump on the bull wagon just yet. I have a lot of shares of Apple. I think I have like maybe 80 shares. So I'm not too worried about trading options on Apple. I'm not worried about that. But I would like to see it, kind of pull back, okay? The RSI, it's been in the kind of moving towards overbought for a while, which, I mean, that can happen. And that's why I really don't like I guess it's really not giving me too much. I'm still bearish on this, even though, you know, just now we're here at a resistance point. The MACD really isn't doing too much for me. It's a little weak here, very weak. I feel bearish to neutral on Apple as well. I just want to see, is it going to continue in this pattern, which is okay. I mean, we've had a huge run. I mean, it's been running literally since December. Apple has been in a straight uptrend since December. So what's going to happen? I don't know. So just for me personally, I'm going to be bearish right now. But we'll see what happens. So, I feel very similar. I would love to see a pullback down to this point of control here. And we did have some consolidation around this 172, 171. So I'm going to be bearish. But if you were, in my entry, it would probably, honestly, it would probably be around this maybe 170, 174. I would want to see a strong break through that. The MACD histogram looks like it's decreasing a bit. RSI has this is on the 4-hour chart. RSI moved past the 70, moving down. So I wouldn't mind seeing a pullback to that 171 for Apple. Long term, very bullish. Let me put my super trend on. Let me see. Yeah, I mean, super trend says yes. So yeah, that's pretty close to this 172, 171 area. So if it passed below that, then I can definitely see a stronger pullback down to that maybe 170 to 164. So I mean, we'll just kind of wait and see with that. But that's just another thing for me. If I have positions, so like let's say if I'm looking at a breakout or a pullback position, if I have to do too much turning around and this and that, I really just wouldn't take a trade on that. I kind of like more sure thing trades. So Apple right now, I may potentially pass on it for next week, but if you were going to be bullish, I would need to see it kind of break out above this 176, just a continuation of that uptrend that it's been in. I would just kind of be cautious right here where we are. So what do you guys think about Apple? Are you guys bullish on Apple, or do you think it's going to continue in this strong uptrend that we've been in? What do you guys think? This is nice. Colleen says it's the highest it has been in a year. Let me see. Whoa, you're right. It is. It's right now. It's right at its the 52-week high. 176 is right there. I don't know. I get a little leery around just these peak areas. I don't know. I like to catch it at the bottom. That's just me. Josh says he wants to do a call. Do you think puts if the market crashes? Of course. Either puts, so that's the thing, Curtis. Yeah, Curtis. Even if not, you can do neutral strategies. That's why I really, my most easy trades, I promise you, easy, $100 a thing, boom, boom, boom. I mean, literally, even around earnings, have been the credit spreads. During this time, I have no idea what's going on with the market. Dondrell TV says puts are strong here. Okay. Okay. So we'll see. I mean, honestly, I would love to see a pullback to that 147. That would be terrible for my shares. Oh my gosh. But yeah. All right, let's look at RCL. Josh says Foot Locker. Oh, you gave us an actual contract, so this is going to be nice. So let me see. Let's do RCL, Foot Locker, see what they're talking about. Retail has been interesting. I'm interested to see what Foot Locker's chart looks like, actually. Did they have our earnings next week? Hold on. No? I thought I saw them. Okay. So let's look at RCL. Make sure you guys click that thumbs up button for me too, please. I would be careful with this. Who is this? This is Royal. Okay. Okay, so this is Royal Caribbean, and this is on the daily chart. Now, this is something that I want you to look at. I really love this volume profile look that we have here. It's kind of giving me a little B shape. Now, you can see that we had a lot of volume here. We consolidated for a while, for a few months, right around this 96. Oh, that's kind of a big range, actually, between 60 and 90. But the PLC is around $82. We closed at 79. The RSI is getting a little up there. MACD is up there. It's giving me some pretty strong patterns, patterns are great. I like patterns. For me, for Royal, honestly, next week, I may want to be bearish. I don't know. Like literally in the Discord, I've been bearish all week and it's been bullish. And I'm sitting here, I feel like, it's like, how does that foot taste? But I'm just trying to see what's going on. I'm still bearish. And when the market falls, I can't wait. But yeah, so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, just kind of looking at what happened when we reached, you know, every time before when we reached this POC level, when we reached that around that 80, boom, it had a little drop. Hold on, let me see. Drop, drop, drop. What's gonna happen when it reaches 80 again? Is it gonna drop again? I don't know. So just kind of going based off that ideology, I'm going to be bearish on Royal Caribbean, just kind of seeing what's going on. So let me zoom in just a little bit. And that super trend is right there too. It's literally, I see four things here. We've had some consolidation right around here. We have the POC right here. We have the 50-period moving average right here. The super trend indicator line right here. Okay, if it crosses, I'm sorry, but if it crosses below that 80, that would be a great entry for me. And as far as the target, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing it come back down to that 200-period moving average here. So that would be around $66 slip. I mean, it could be a cute little pullback return. Dog, not even, I mean, that's not even really a pullback, but hold on. Even more extreme will be back to 30. That would be terrible, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But I mean, even just looking at it on the weekly chart though, you know, we can see it possibly move back up to that 185 as well. So, I don't know. We'll just have to see what happens with that. But for me, I'm just really looking at this pattern here that we have on the daily. And I just want to see how it performs when it does reach that $82. Is it going to, boom, come down again as it has before? So we'll see what happens with Royal Caribbean next week, or next week going into June, my birthday month. Okay. Trying to predict where Apple would go would give me a headache. Apple stock a day keeps the Devontae, you acting up. But yeah, I understand that. For something like Apple, I would just say just do neutral or buy shares, because I know I have Apple here. I have 3 MacBooks. I have an Apple computer here. I'm an Apple girl, so I don't mind putting, you know, some money into things that I'm actually using. So buy some shares or be neutral with Apple. Okay. All right, next, let's look at Foot Locker. And after Foot Locker, let me see. Okay, after Foot Locker, let's do NVIDIA. Then let's look at Meta. Let's look at Google. I don't have a Southern accent. Do I have a Southern accent? Stop playing with me. I do not. I don't have a Southern accent. Okay, so let's look at Foot Locker. Let's do NVIDIA, Meta, Google, Microsoft. Dang, are we going to be able to fit all this? I'm going to have to hurry up. I also want to look at XLE. That's the energy sector. This is really good though. This is good because we're looking at some of the stocks in the top and the worst sectors. So we're looking at, you know, Apple, NVIDIA and things. Those are in the top sectors. And then the worst sectors are going to be the energy ones. So that's just one. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into Foot Locker. And then you actually have a position too, I saw. Oh, Josh, you didn't say if this is a call or put. What is this? You said, oh, okay, you put call, bet, I see it. Ooh, no, Josh. I don't know. Josh, hold on. I see what you're looking at, though. I see. This is not Foot Locker. Oh, hell no. Josh, oh, okay, hold on. I do see. Is that a Gap? What happened with Foot Locker? It dropped 27%. Hold on, we need to do some research on this. Foot Locker craters in wake of poor earnings. Oh, they had a bad earnings report. 713. Okay. Okay, so they just had their earnings. Well, I mean, you know, the retail sector hasn't been doing well. I didn't expect much from Foot Locker. I know I don't shop at Foot Locker. I haven't been buying shoes at all. So, wow, that's not really that much of a drop. Well, yeah, it's a pretty good drop. So you're anticipating that gap fill. Okay, well, Josh, I can see. Okay, I mean, hold on now. You might be right. This is interesting. So just kind of looking a little bit further back, bird's eye view, going back, we did have some consolidation around this almost exact period. Actually, it was a little bit higher, but it was around right here where we are. It was around $30.